What's going on, guys? Going to Jordan Peterson tonight in DC. I'm going with my dad at 7:30. Didn't know what to wear, so I just put on jeans and like this white summer shirt. I don't know. You supposed to dress up for Peterson? Also got me a Celsius. The only reason why I drink Celsius is because I bought $1,000 worth of stock, give or take, probably like $800. I missed out on Monster, man. The Monster took off. I'm super bullish on Celsius right now. You guys might watch me get hit by a car live on TV or on YouTube. It's so dangerous crossing this road. Yeah, man, so I don't know. I just know I'm excited to get back to school, man. I'm kind of nervous though, more or less. Like, I think I'm nervous because I gotta do like probably a semester, or I have to do fall and then maybe a winter semester for my prerequisites, which I'm kind of nervous about. But at the same time, not ready. Like, not really, because school when you're an adult is so much different, man. It's like, do you actually want to do well? Whereas like school when you're 18, 19, 20 years old, like, you don't want to go to school, man. Like, you don't want to do anything. But like, going much different. Especially for me, yeah, I dropped out of school, um, college, probably about 2 years ago. Longer than that, probably 6 years ago, to start a company, and I did. I had a clothing company for a while. You can actually still find just opened up a Celsius, the 16-ounce ones. To me, that's the only way to go. Um, oh my God, there's truly no better feeling than that. But I dropped out of school like 2016 to start a clothing company, and I did, and it was moderately successful. Like, it wasn't anything crazy. It wasn't a Gymshark, or wasn't an Alpha Elite. It was just a regular clothing company. Did a couple $1,000s in sales a month, probably 8, 9, 10 grand a month. But it was more or less just like a learning experience for me. It was really fun, and I ended up dropping out of school to do that, to pursue that, and then I went back to school. And when I went back to school, I was more of an adult, right? I was working full time. I was working 2 jobs. I was working as a personal trainer and a bartender / server at a restaurant. And it's just kind of, it was a different mentality in school. And I'm kind of getting that mentality back this time, going back to school, right? And that mentality is just so different. It's, when you pay for it and you've already kind of gone through life a little bit, you just take it a lot more serious. It just means a lot more. So that's why I'm excited to get back to school, man. Like, I am. I'm looking forward to it. I just want to get the ball rolling. Like, it's Sunday, right? So I can't even contact the school. I did send them an email a couple days ago, basically just saying, hey, man, like, this is the program I want to get into. I want to get into radiology technician program. Um, and I got to do a bunch of prerequisites, which I'm not worried about. Like, I'm fine. Like, I'm lucky because I'm a smart person. So school's not hard for me. It's just like, do I want to do it? And I spent a lot of time this weekend talking to family and friends about it, like, mainly just family, not immediate family, but cousins and whatnot who are kind of in the program or in that world. And they gave me great advice, man, like, great advice, and the kind of advice that you go like, yep, you just kind of decided my future for me. So that's kind of the main thing that I'm focusing on right now, is just getting back into school, getting my classes set underneath of me. I'm 27. I should be, if I just can kind of stay on track, not fall off, and just kind of ride this thing out, I should be by 30 years old. I should be a radiology technician, which is awesome. It's good pay, it's good flexibility. I found someone in my life that I want to spend a lot of time with, and that was kind of like the big pivot that I made was I want to spend a lot of time with this person, so I want days off. Like I want vacation, I want paid for vacation, and that's one of the main reasons why I'm taking advantage of this situation. Um, Hello, Juniper. Thank you for joining. Anyone who's watching, if you guys could just leave a thumbs up. But I'm looking for that, or like it, please. It helps a lot. I'm looking for that. Like I'm looking for flexibility, and I think in a world where everyone's always like grind, 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 work your ass off, like that's fine. Work your ass off. I'm a big fan of that. But at the same time, I think it's super important that um, um, I think it's super important. Oh, I'm sorry, Juniper, that you're going through a breakup. I'm focusing on driving. I'm barely looking. I'm my eyes on the road the whole time. Don't you worry, man. I got you, bro. Don't you worry. Sorry you're going through a breakup, man. Like, those are never easy. Never easy. Those are always hard. Um, and it's always different. Like, it's not, I think the older you get, uh, I can make a case for both scenarios, but the older you get, it almost gets harder. Um, just because when you're young, I don't know your age, but I'm just kind of speaking from experience. The older you get, the more, I don't want to say stuck in your ways you get, but the more you kind of develop a life, right? Like you start figuring out things you like, things you don't like, the things, the future, the direction you want to go to in your life. Um, and so when you have somebody that you're dating later in your life, it's like you guys are kind of similar, right? And then when that person's gone, it's harder for you to find somebody because it's more of a niche of what you're looking for. Um, I guess all I gotta say, um, there's like nothing to be embarrassed about. Like people break up, people love each other. Yeah, that's hilarious. I've been called never before. Welcome, I'm hoping that's life, man. That's life. Like you're gonna go through breakups. You're gonna go through more breakups than just this one. I know I've been through some hard breakups in my life, and I think uh, I think it's good. I think it's good to go through them. Don't do anything like dumb, stupid. Like just be smart about it. Don't hurt anybody. Don't look for revenge. Like that's dumb. Be mature. Like I know so many people who like want to hurt the other person. Like don't do that. Come on, man. Especially if you're with the person for a while. It's like, sorry, shit. If you're with the person, like, and then you just hurt them right after you break up with them, like have some respect, like for yourself. Like be a mature human being. I don't know. That's just my perspective on that. I've never been told I look like Charlie Puth. I think that's the guy who sings with Wiz Khalifa, right? Now, I don't want to shout out to you, Iran. Iran. I think that's how. I don't think that's how you're supposed to say it. I think it's Iran, Iran, Iran. I think it's Iran. Um, but I have been compared to Leonardo DiCaprio before. Um, I think always a young one though. I've never been compared to him as an adult, so I don't know. Um, but yeah, I mean that's a cool one to be compared to. He seems like he does pretty well for himself. If I had 1% of the money he had, I would be fine. Um, yeah, so many bikers out here. Ugh. These back roads, man, they're fun to drive, but these people are reckless. These bikers, man, these not like bikers like vroom vroom, bikers like pedal pedal. Those boys get after it. Yeah, so I'm seeing Jordan Peterson tonight with my father. I'm looking forward to it. I'm really excited. Like, I know Jordan Peterson gets a lot of blowback from a lot of people, and frankly, like, there's been times in my life where he just, I don't know, like he says things to me that I'm just like that was unnecessary, kind of immature. Like when he went after that lady who was the cover of Sports Illustrated, and she was like, I don't know, he like called her fat or something. The girl was like not fat, like like she was slightly overweight, but who cares? Like, I don't know. Maybe that's my opinion, and maybe I mean he's allowed to have his own opinion. That's the beauty of everything. Um, but at the same time, like he has helped me tremendously. Like all his books, 12 Rules for Life, 12 More Rules for Life. One of my favorite books of all time by his, which I don't. A lot of people who know him have read his books. They've read 12 Rules, but they haven't read Maps of Meaning. That book was crazy, bro. I read that book during COVID. The reason why that book was so good to me is because it taught me how to think and why I think what I think and how we learn how to think and how we apply meanings to things. I thought that book was so dope. That was so man. He killed it with that book. But I'm seeing him tonight in DC, which is ironic. Um, he's playing pretty much like right next to the White House. Um, I live in the DC, Baltimore, Annapolis area. But I'm taking my dad. My dad doesn't really listen to him too much. My dad doesn't really know who he is. My dad's not on the internet. That's like 56. But I think this tour is called We Who Wrestle with God. Um, and for me, it's fascinating because I grew up in a Roman house, right? Like, so I grew up going to church every Sunday. I'm confirmed. I'm baptized. I used to do the. I'm yeah. What's the thing when you go to the priest and you apologize to him? Not confirmation. I forget the term. You guys know what I'm trying to say though. Confession. I grew up doing confession and everything. And I really stopped going to the church once my grandma passed away. Once she kind of passed away, I kind of grew out of it. And then, for the longest time, I was just like any, dude in the early 20s, just nihilistic and angry and like, blaming the world for everything. Like I mean, if you're in your early 20s, that's what you're doing. And if you're older now, hopefully you grew out of that. But if you didn't, like we all know, the age of every man's life. Um, but like he really got me through that phase of my life, and I saw that he was on tour, and it's not something I would normally buy. But my girl's out of town for like 2.5 weeks. She's in Italy. Uh, so I have nothing going on because I'm a recluse. So funny. Every time I talk, look at all these cute little cows. Oh my goodness. Like every time people are like, I don't do anything. Like I love it when people are like, I'm an introvert. And then like their Instagram story, they're just out there like partying all the time, Monday to Friday. I'm like, well, that's not accurate. But I'm like legitimately like I'm like a legit introvert. Like I do nothing. Like I do nothing. I've been getting better though. Not like I'm not saying I have to be like not be an introvert. If you guys are watching this, please go ahead and like it too. It helps me tremendously. Give it a little thumbs up action. Um, and there's nothing wrong with being an introvert. I just like I know like I want to I want to get out more, do more things in my life. And I've also found someone in my life who I really care about, and um, she's a really good person. Sorry, my hat's blocking the sun, so I can actually do this. It keeps falling, and I want to do things with her, right? So I need to kind of like get uncomfortable, um, and that starts with me just going out in public. My vibe. It's not my vibe. So that's what I'm doing tonight. I go see Mr. Jordan Peterson with my father, and then next week I'm not doing anything. I don't think so. The week after that, I'm gonna go see. Um, I'm gonna go with my buddy. We're gonna go to Merriweather Pavilion to see Bert Kreischer, Tony Hinchcliffe. He's doing the tour, the comedian tour. I'm excited about that. It's just something else to do, right? Like I don't know. It's so funny. I enjoy being with my girlfriend. I enjoy like hanging out with her. Um, and when she's gone, like I don't know. Call me what you want. People say crazy shit all the time, but like I love being with her, and I think like there's nothing wrong with that. But I also understand the other perspective. Like I have to develop like a life outside of that, and I am like that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. Um, I've just always been that way. I like I hang out with the people I like and I love. And outside of that, I don't really do too much with my life. Um, I'm a pretty I'm a recluse, man. Like what can I say? I'm a recluse, but I am currently at my parents' house. Um, I have 5.5 hours to do nothing. I'm probably just going to hang out with my dog, Nona, which I don't know if I've. If you guys watch my YouTube videos, you guys will know who she is. But she's my dog. She's my homie. Um, how's this poll doing? Have you guys worked out today? Off day. Yeah, chest and off day. I get it. I did like a little bit chest, a little bit shoulders, nothing crazy. Kind of took it easy. Oh, man. I'm gonna get in there, hang out with my dog. Thank you guys for joining me on this live. Have a beautiful day, and I might hop back on later. I'm not 100% sure, but I do know I'm gonna go inside and just vibe out with my homie Nona. That's my dog. That's my dog. That's my dog. I might take her out. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. See you guys. Peace out.